I tend to question and reflect on life in a very deep way, especially when I'm dealing with a little or a lot of uncertainty, resistance, and conflict. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. This is an important one. I have dreams and wishes for myself just like anybody else, but feeling that my dreams are supported yet unsupported at the same time frustrates me. Like I'm in a tug of war with my own emotions. I find myself crying out, God help me, make it make sense. Reaching out to a friend, and in that reaching out moment, they don't answer. Scrolling social media for a sign, and in that scrolling moment, everything is more frustrating. Are you feeling the same way right now? Let's approach this in a deeper way. Is it help that you're wanting, or is it cooperation? Because if everything that you could ever desire is within you, then help is a lack-based concept. Therefore, you don't need any help. Therefore, God is a byproduct of this lack-based concept, which makes God only useful when you feel there's a need. But what you really want is cooperation. Let's break this down. Let's talk about this thing called self-improvement, or what I like to call self-empowerment or self-expansion. It's this pathless path of tapping into your full potential and expanding it. On the surface, it's isolation. You're by yourself, and it could feel very lonely. You'll lose friends, fall out of touch with family, and you're not as excited about the things you used to find pleasure in. But that's just life, nudging you to be with yourself. You see, there's a difference between being by yourself and being with yourself. Many people are by themselves but don't know how to be with themselves. Or many are with others and don't know how to be with themselves. Being with yourself gives you the ability to consciously clear your inner spirit, clear your inner vibration, your inner energy. What we find is that we unknowingly and sometimes knowingly attach our identity to people, places, things, ideas, philosophies, and our fullest potential gets muddied by all of that. Although it can be a great time of liberation, it can also be an intense time for releasing limited beliefs about yourself and about life. And many times we find that some of our core beliefs are rooted in those limits. This period of awareness is known to many on this path as the dark night of the soul, or the shadow period. We tend to feel like we're being attacked by the devil, and many tend to blame this so-called attack on God. Body ailments and pains, night terrors, day terrors, and a nagging, unsafe feeling. And then, if you're not careful, it sends you into this spiraling, never-ending debate of whether God is real. Most importantly, where do you fit in this? Who is God? What is God? Many of our beliefs have turned God into a noun, a person, place, thing, or idea. God is Jesus. God is Buddha. God is Muhammad. God is my lover. God is my children. God is me. God is a religious scam. God is a fairy tale. But what God really is a verb. The essence of the loaded name of what we call God is universal intelligence. universal consciousness, universal spirit, universal energy. How do we feel this essence? How does it become real? We feel it through our emotions. Emotions, of course, is energy in motion. It moves, it flows, it connects, it expands. So every person, place, thing, or idea we believe God to be is simply an ever-flowing extension, expansion of this universal intelligence. Therefore, there are no mistakes, even when we feel that certain beliefs are mistakes. If your emotional attachment to whoever you believe God to be makes you feel bad, then conflict and resistance will intensify, and then you're easily triggered. If it makes you feel good, then conflict and resistance will be less intense and you will be less triggered. Does this mean that the more you trust and feel the goodness of God, you will no longer experience conflict and resistance? No, you'll experience less of it. You see, the human experience is full of conflict and resistance. It's unavoidable. It's inevitable. Feeling that goodness and the ease that flows when you're feeling good makes you more aware of the resistance. But here's the flip side. Conflict, drama, and resistance has become so normalized in people that anything that feels less resistant actually feels more resistant. Like it's too good to be true. Like you're not worthy of feeling good, or worthy of dreaming big, or worthy of a satisfying relationship, or a satisfying career, or a satisfying support system. Every experience presents us with the opportunity to allow more of this goodness and abundance that's already within us to continually to wash over us, so that we can feel safe enough in our own bodies to fully accept and receive the physical manifestations of our deepest wishes and dreams. Showing up in a constant survival mode fuels that resistance and pushes you further and further away from your dreams and wishes. So here, take this virtual hug. Be a little less hard on yourself, okay? Or a more empowered way to say this, be a little easy on yourself. I've come to realize that in some experiences, I'll witness an immediate breakthrough. But in others, I gotta take a deep breath. Or one baby step at a time to work through some of the kinks and the stumbling blocks and the limiting beliefs just to get there. But then there may look completely different than I originally imagined. Here's the concept that I want to leave with you. As long as you're able to practice and master the art of soothing yourself into a good feeling state, meaning consciously putting on a smile in the middle of grief, in the middle of doubt, in the middle of worry, and then intentionally focusing on things that complement that smile, your overall intention becomes more meaningful than any of life's outcomes. The outcome is not some far off future event. The outcome is always in your ever-flowing, ever-expanding, right now moment. The past and the future are exaggerated versions of that. God, life, the universal source within you and around you cooperates best with you when you are fully in your now. They say the present is a gift. Well, unwrap that thing and enjoy it. Does this make sense? If not, you may have to watch this back a couple of times for it to resonate more. Otherwise, I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Until then, may God bless you, may life bless you, may unconditional love bless you, and I will see you in the next video.